Okay, hello everybody on YouTube. Sorry for the delay. We had technical issues. My name is Ryan Sartor. We're going to be reading a feature screenplay that I wrote. We have an amazing cast. Akanksha Aurora, Brian Ariotti, Christopher Jason Bell, Priscilla Davies, Cindy Drummond, Rob Fitzgerald, Rachel Karp, Ben Marcell, Lizzie Martinez, Hoff Matthews, Laura Merli, Charlie Paulin, Erica Sardi, and Rachel Sondag. Thanks so much. And I will leave it to you, Charlie.
Cool. All right. This is A Dog's Life, written by Ryan Sartor. Interior, Michael and Tony's apartment day. Michael, Victor, and Tony, 35, stand around the kitchen island holding up glasses of champagne.
Just wanted to give this toast to Michael. I'm so excited to have a small part in getting your novel out into the world.
Well, I am so lucky that my book editor is my best friend.
Thought I was your best friend.
Don't do this to me.
Now, without further ado, let's watch the new season of Better Call Saul.
Michael turns on the TV when his phone dings. He opens an email and reads it.
Oh my God.
Michael types on his phone.
What? What is it?
Michael shows Victor his phone.
Dear Michael, on the day of your book launch, I'm going to share your dirty little secret. Sincerely, your ex-girlfriend.
I tried replying and the email bounced back.
Tony sent this.
Tony takes a sip of champagne.
What's up?
Tony was on his phone a minute ago. He sent it. He's doing a joke.
Tony leans down and reads the email.
I didn't write that. Looks serious. What's the secret?
I don't know. I mean, we all do stuff we're not proud of in relationships.
Tony and Victor stare at Michael.
Come on, you guys. Haven't done anything like that?
I think we've got to establish some kind of baseline here.
Yeah. What exactly are you referring to?
I mean, nothing that bad.
Can you narrow it down at all? What's the worst thing you've ever done to a woman?
Victor and Tony lean in.
I don't want to get into specifics, especially with you guys judging me.
I mean, maybe we just don't want you judging us.
Yeah, depending on what it is.
Maybe I could reach out to a few of my exes, see if I can get a feel for who wrote this. Maybe it's just a goof.
Just leave it alone. Nothing good can come from poking around. There might be a woman who says, oh, you know what? I hadn't thought about it, but yeah, actually, I do hate you. You're canceled.
Don't say canceled. That's not a real thing.
Believe woman.
Believe them if they say something. No one said anything.
One woman said it in an email.
A man said it. You sent it. Anyway, Michael, I'm glad you talked to us first.
Well, I'm still going to reach out, see if they'll talk to me.
God, I can't find one ex who would talk to me.
That's good and normal. Exes should not talk to each other.
I think it's nice they'd be willing to see me.
You should always agree to talk to an ex. What if they're telling you they have an STI?
This is a trap they're laying for you, Michael.
I think this is good. I really want to make things right. Maybe I'll just do a few pop-ins.
Yeah, that's exactly what an ex wants. A pop-in.
I think this is a big mistake. You've got to get your head in the game for your book launch Monday.
Can I say something about the book title?
Yeah, sure. It comes out in 3 days, so why not?
A Dog's Life? I don't get it.
It's like that saying, I haven't seen you in a dog's life.
It's a dog's age.
What?
The saying is, I haven't seen you in a dog's age. Because a dog will be 5, but he's actually 35 or whatever.
You edited the book. Why didn't you say anything?
I thought you were calling the character a dog because of how he treats women.
He doesn't treat them that poorly.
Well, I guess we have different standards for that sort of thing.
Getting back to the ominous email, maybe Lucia will have some good insights.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. You got the ring?
Yeah, I got the ring.
Let me see it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Michael walks back in with a jewelry box. He opens it and shows the two men an engagement ring.
Wow, that's incredible.
I love it. So elegant.
Do you guys know anything about rings?
I know what beauty is.
Don't condescend to me.
How are you able to afford that ring?
I put it on my credit card. When I get the advance for my next novel, I'll pay it off.
Michael, come on.
What, the advance isn't coming?
It's coming on Tuesday, but I wish you just had waited until then.
Michael closes the box and puts it on the counter.
I was thinking of proposing Monday night after my book launch.
The night you're getting canceled?
Stop saying canceled.
There's a knock at the door.
Jesus, who's that?
Maybe the anonymous ex went directly to the cops and the cops are knocking?
I didn't do anything requiring cops. I don't think.
Are you sure? You can hide under my bed.
Shut up.
Michael opens the door. Lucia, 30, walks inside. They kiss.
A little party, huh? Hi, Victor, Tony.
Tony and Victor give Lucia a hug.
We were just toasting your boy here. You must be proud of him.
If getting his book published means I don't have to hear about his book anymore, I'm very excited.
All right, you guys are enjoying that a little too much.
Lucia looks over at the TV.
Whoa, you guys are watching Better Call Saul without me?
On top of everything else, she's a fan of premium cable prestige television. Michael, she's a keeper.
Don't I know it?
You're going to the book launch Monday, right, Lucia?
I wouldn't miss it. My parents are really excited for it. I can't even usually get them to come to the city for me. They said they wouldn't miss it.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's exciting.
I'm especially pumped to see if any of your exes come out of the woodwork to yell at you.
Tony and Victor look at the floor.
You know what? I'm going to go for a walk.
I was just heading out also.
Wait, I thought you guys were going to watch TV.
Nah, I'm getting tired. Michael, that thing we talked about, please call me before you do anything rash.
Victor and Tony leave.
What thing?
Victor's just freaking out about an interview I'm doing.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know you were getting any press.
Yeah, it's actually in Connecticut. I'm going to be gone for a few days.
Can't they just do a phone call?
You know how those Connecticut people are. Sticks up there, whatever.
Lucia looks past Michael and sees the jewelry box on the counter.
What's that?
Michael follows Lucia's eye line and looks at the box.
Oh, that's a necklace I bought for my mom.
Is it actually?
Do you want to see it?
Well, only if you want to show it to me.
Maybe I should keep it a surprise for my mom. I want her to be able to show it to people first.
Uh-huh. Well, if by some miracle you were just lying to me and that box was actually for something else, I wouldn't be mad.
Michael leans into Lucia and gives her another kiss.
But that's the only thing I want you to lie about, okay?
What? No, of course. Trust. It's all about trust.
Chiron, Friday, interior Caroline's house, day. Michael sits on a couch. Caroline, 35, hands him a coffee and then sits down across from him. Michael takes a sip.
This is really good coffee.
Thanks. It's just Keurig.
Oh, yeah. Those can be great depending on the brand.
So what brings you to town?
I got my book coming out on Tuesday.
Whoa, you wrote a book? What's it about?
A guy who's worried he did bad stuff with women he's dated. So he visits them and just kind of makes things worse.
Life imitating art, huh?
I mean, I thought we had a pretty good relationship.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, well, what do you think?
Is that why you came here to ask about when we dated?
I'm sorry, am I keeping you from something? Do you have work?
No, my husband Greg works.
Are you staying home with the kids?
We don't have kids. I just stay home.
Got it.
I'm unemployed.
I know how that goes.
You're also looking for work?
No, I mean, I'm just kind of hoping the book will sell. Plus, I'm getting an advance on the next one.
Congrats. I can't believe I didn't hear about it before today.
Me too. I think we're Facebook friends.
I don't really go on there.
Got it. Did I mention this coffee's really good?
You did.
The other reason I stopped by is because someone sent me an anonymous email saying that they're my ex and that the world is going to find out about my dirty little secret next week.
You think I sent it?
Well, now that I've seen you, I definitely don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But somebody did.
I haven't seen you in 16 years and you just show up to accuse me of emailing.
I wanted to catch up too. Kill two birds with one stone.
I'm a person, not a bird. Either way, please don't kill me.
I'm sorry. I'll get out of here.
Michael starts to get up.
You know what you could get canceled for, though?
Michael sits back down.
You're not really supposed to say canceled.
Those AIM conversations you had with Becca.
I don't remember them. Wait, no, yeah, I remember. I'm sorry about that.
Thanks.
I never actually cheated on you with her.
You want to get into the details?
No, I don't.
You were talking about your dick
Yeah.
while you were dating me.
No, yeah, that's true. I mean, we were 15.
Oh, so you didn't know it was wrong?
No, you're right. I knew it was wrong.
You didn't want me to see the messages, right?
I didn't. No.
And then Becca thought you guys were going to date, but you didn't want to date her, did you? You just wanted to use her to talk about your dick.
Yeah, more or less.
So that might count as a dirty little secret, right?
So you did send the email.
That's all you care about, huh? All you think about is yourself.
A lot of women like it when men talk about their dicks.
Not really, not any women that I know.
I'll stop trying to defend it. How's your day going?
You mean
Sorry, how's your dad doing?
My dad died.
God, I'm sorry. How's your mom?
She died.
Your brother?
He's pursuing acting.
Well, that's exciting.
You know, now that I think about it, it's pretty messed up that you gave me a hard time about not seeing your novel on Facebook.
I don't think I was giving you a hard time. I was just surprised.
Uh-huh. Well, both my parents are dead.
Sorry again for your loss.
I really thought we had something special.
We did have something special. I only texted Becca toward the end.
Well, it ruined the whole thing for me.
I really didn't want it to happen this way. Hey, what about this? Maybe when your husband gets home, the three of us could have dinner.
It's bad enough I have to cook for him every night. You want me to cook for you as well?
Why are you getting so worked up?
I always thought you had enough respect for me that if you ever did reach out, it would be for some nice reason. You clearly don't value me as a person, value my time. You just view me as some vehicle that could cancel you.
Oh, once again, I really don't think that word is appropriate.
Cancel, 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 cancel.
What if we go out to dinner? I'm buying.
Maybe you could invite Becca, make it a double date.
Interior, Michael's parents' house later. There's a knock on the door. Nancy, 60, and Dave, 60, open it. Michael's standing outside.
Well, if it isn't big time city man.
You decided to deign us with your presence?
My key doesn't work. You changed the locks?
Well, you can't be too careful.
We just put on some hot water for tea. We can get the Keurig going for you.
Interior, Michael's parents' house, living room continuous. Michael sits on the couch across from Dave and Nancy.
Why don't you use that coffee mate I bought you? I hate Keurig.
Oh, there he is. Our favorite grump.
Yeah, we like our Keurig.
Shouldn't you be getting ready for your big book launch?
I'm just stopping by for a long weekend. Thought I'd relax a bit.
And to find out if you're canceled, right?
If you knew that's why I was here, why didn't you just say so?
I wanted to see if you'd lie. I'm going to cancel you for lying to your mother.
Don't say cancel.
So, from this email scandal, I can assume you've been having premarital sex. I told you that would lead to trouble.
That's not a lesson you should take away from the Me Too movement.
Oh, really? So if Harvey Weinstein was having sex with just his wife, with her consent, purely for reproductive reasons, he still would have gotten in trouble?
He also discriminated against women in the workplace.
Yeah, in retaliation for not having sex with him.
Discrimination against women is a huge problem, even if people only have sex with their partners in order to procreate.
Gay people can't procreate.
Well, it's not for lack of trying the way some of them go at it.
Nancy, you're so bad. Yeah, we saw Call Me By Your Name.
That Army Hammer is canceled. He tried to eat women.
Oh, I love you so much. I wish I could eat you.
Oh, David, you're so bad.
Wait, how did you two know I was getting canceled?
I thought you're not supposed to say that word.
Just tell me.
Tony told
Tony
us.
told me.
Interior Michael's parents' house, bedroom continuous. Michael gets on the phone, intercut with interior Michael and Tony's apartment, same time. Tony answers the phone.
Hello?
You told my parents I'm on some apology tour?
I didn't know you wanted me to lie to them. They called our landline.
I want that landline uninstalled. I never wanted a landline in the first place.
The phone call quality is next level, dude.
Victor gets on the phone.
How'd the first apology go?
Why are you at my apartment?
I invited him over. We're watching the new season of Better Call Saul.
I thought we were going to watch that together.
I'll watch it again when you get back.
I'm not rewatching with you. You always tip spoilers. You're like, remember that gun? Pay attention to this next scene.
That's not spoiling. That's called being a thoughtful co-watcher.
Can you please just tell us how it went?
Thank you for taking an interest, Victor.
I just want to get back to Better Call Saul.
Caroline was really upset. She kind of hated me for visiting.
I told you, this is going to be the whole trip. Angry woman after angry woman.
Well, maybe that's a good thing for my personal growth.
Your personal growth? What about the women? If they're getting upset, they clearly don't want you doing this.
I've got to disagree.
There's a shocker.
I think that, sure, Michael's exes might get upset in the moment, but who knows what they'll look like a few weeks from now. Maybe they'll build up a sense of closure that's eluded them for years.
The only thing that's going to get built up is a Twitter thread about Michael's bad behavior. I can see it now. Michael tweets, "Happy Pup Day," and then the first one does a quote retweet, and the next one quote retweets that one, and so on until their tweet thread tails all interconnect into a rat king of dying book sales.
Agree to disagree.
Of course you disagree. You wrote the email.
Is that why you really came over to snoop on my laptop?
That's part of it, yeah.
Wait, so what did Lucia say about all this?
I'll let you guys get back to Better Call Saul.
Wow, you didn't tell her.
Great foundation for a marriage.
Tony, you've never dated someone for more than a month.
I'd rather die a hero than live long enough to see myself lie to a woman I want to marry.
It's probably for the best. We don't want Lucia to get mad and leak the email.
Michael's phone dings. Angle on phone. Text from Lucia. Hey babe, how's your trip going? Give me a call.
I gotta go.
Michael hangs up the call. End intercut. Interior Michael's parents' house, bedroom continuous. Michael starts to type a response to Lucia and then stops. There's a knock at the door.
Oh, honey, I forgot to ask. Why didn't you bring Lucia with you?
Mom, come on, leave me alone.
From all the-
Hey, what's that tone with your mother?
I'm so sorry.
Hey, what's your tone with me?
I will monitor all tones.
And sarcasm.
Sarcasm is a tone, isn't it?
And let's back talk.
Yep. Adding it. List is getting healthy.
Dinner will be ready in 10 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chiron, Saturday. Interior, Sophia's apartment, night. Michael sits on a couch across from Sophia. She's drinking a glass of wine.
Where were you coming from?
I was spending the weekend at my parents', so it was like a 3-hour drive with traffic.
Oh, wow. You keep a car in the city?
My mom let me borrow hers.
Got it.
Sophia
Sure, I
takes
can't get you a drink.
No, that's okay. I don't drink.
You mean you don't drink anymore?
Did I drink a lot when we dated?
Not when we dated, but a few years after we broke up, you'd call me drunk sometimes.
I'm really sorry. That was messed up.
I guess you were lonely.
That's no excuse.
You were kind of vague about what you wanted to meet, why you wanted to meet up. Don't tell me that you had a kid that I don't know about.
Wait, you don't have a kid that I don't know about, right?
Are you serious?
I mean, you brought it up.
We never had sex. That was the joke.
We didn't have sex.
Oh, right, but you did dry hump me and come on my jeans.
I never knew if that got through.
How's your family?
Oh, they're good.
I don't care. I'm just trying to run out the clock.
Why'd you agree to see me?
I mean, we dated for 3 years.
It was on and off.
For the better part of 3 years, we dated, not having sex.
We were young. That was, what, 12 years ago? I was a late bloomer.
I never bloomed.
Pardon?
I never had sex. Why is that funny?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were joking.
Weird joke.
We can talk about it if you want.
Sure. Why not? I mean, you insisted on meeting up. Why not talk?
Insisted is a strong word.
We dated in college. That's when people are supposed to have sex. I still remember the day that you dumped me. I called you back and I said, let's have sex. And you said no.
I just didn't want to have sex.
Then why did you date me for 3 years?
Okay, so to get to the point about why I'm here.
No. Answer the question. If you didn't want to have sex, why did you date me for 3 years?
I mean, it takes two to date. I could ask you the same thing.
I was shy. You were the first boy to ask me out. And what's your excuse?
This right here, this is a good reason not to have sex.
What? What's this?
You're just yelling at me and hounding me. If you have sex with someone, there's always a chance.
There's a chance of what? What? Spit it out.
The thought of knowing you forever because we had a child together terrified me.
I think that is the rudest thing anyone's ever said. Not just to me, but to anyone.
I'm sorry. This was a mistake. I shouldn't have done this.
Done what? You still haven't told me what this is.
Someone sent me an email claiming to be an ex-girlfriend, saying they'll share my dirty little secret.
Jesus, how many ex-girlfriends do you have?
I mean, we broke up a decade ago. How many exes do you have?
Just the one.
You should, I mean, I shouldn't be giving you advice, but you should date again.
Well, maybe if my first boyfriend had sex with me, I wouldn't be such a weirdo.
I mean, I'm sorry we didn't have sex, but what do you want me to do about it now?
Wow. You're unbelievable.
What?
You just made a pass at me.
No, I did not.
You have a serious girlfriend. I saw her on Facebook.
You Facebook stalk me?
We're friends on there.
I'm sorry if it sounded like I wanted to have sex with you. That wasn't my intention.
Okay, fine. I'll do it.
Do what?
Oh my God, you were going to cheat on your girlfriend.
No, I wasn't. I was asking for clarification. I'd never cheat because it's a betrayal of her trust. And also because what if I got the woman pregnant?
Oh, that old chestnut. Well, you wouldn't have to worry about STIs with me.
That's true.
Oh, you're sick. Get out of here.
I'm leaving. I was just saying that's true.
Michael gets up, then turns back around.
So just to be clear, you didn't send the email.
I didn't send the email, but I did pre-order your book. And there better not be anything in there about me, or else I will come to New York and cut your dick off.
Jesus.
Michael stumbles into the hallway and runs off. Interior, Nancy's car, day. Michael is driving down I-78W. His phone rings. He answers.
Hey, Mom.
Intercut with interior, Michael's parents' house, same time. Nancy is in the kitchen with Dave. Michael's on speakerphone.
Hey, honey, are you almost done with Sophia?
Always liked her. She was really nice.
I'm also really nice, Dad.
So,
Why would I want to hear about how great my ex is? Why don't you use that energy to call me nice?
okay. You're nice.
How close are you? I need my car back.
What? No, Mom, I told you I was borrowing it for the day.
You told your mom? Surely you should ask.
I'm getting my nails done and your dad is about to go to church.
Can't Dad drop you off at the nail salon?
You already saw Sophia. Where the heck are you going?
I'm going to see Emily.
Oh, I just liked Emily. Is it okay I say that?
Son, how many of your exes do you think could hate you?
Relationships get messy. I'm just doing my due diligence.
Your mother and I don't have a messy relationship. We just simply love each other.
Do you want me to turn around? I'll turn around.
No, do what you're going to do. It's just disappointing. That's all.
You know, maybe this is why I can't make things work with women, because you two are never happy with me. No, that's wrong. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. What do the kids say? That is not it.
The phone rings. Michael looks at the caller ID.
That's Lucia. I gotta go.
Okay, don't mind us. We'll figure it.
Michael hangs up, and intercut. Michael connects with Lucia, intercut with Lucia's apartment, same time. Lucia's on the phone with Michael.
Hey, how's Connecticut?
I'm actually on my way to Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Oh, really? Why?
I should have mentioned this earlier. Sorry, I'm visiting some of my exes.
You already had your interview about your book?
I'm sorry. I panicked and made that up.
Yeah, that's your second lie in 2 days. What is going on?
I'm really sorry. I'm just freaking out about talking to my exes.
You're warning them about stuff in your novel?
You read my novel?
I'm like halfway through. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, my lawyer told me never to check to see if subjects are okay with the content of the novel. It's just a general check-in.
Got it. I guess you can't make it to dinner at my parents' tonight, huh?
What? You didn't say anything about that.
It's been on our calendar for months.
You can't just put something on the calendar and then that's it.
That's the whole point of the calendar. I'm supposed to be responsible for my job, everything I have to do, and remind you of every little thing?
Yeah. No, it's fine. You're right. I'll be there.
6 o'clock.
Oh, geez. Can we make it 7?
My dad hates changing the time.
Please, come on. I'm in New Jersey.
You had only told me about Connecticut.
I'm sorry. How are you doing? How's everything at work?
Are you sure you're okay? You seem really on edge. We can talk about it.
There's nothing to talk about.
All right. Whenever you're ready, I'm happy to talk. I don't appreciate you treating me like I'm crazy.
What, like gaslighting you?
I didn't say that.
Michael pulls over to the side of the road, his eyes narrow.
Did you send me an email, Lucia?
Did I send you an email?
Yeah, that's what I said.
What the hell are you talking about?
Nothing. I'm sorry. Forget it.
Okay.
I love.
Lucia hangs up. Exterior, Tilgham Street, day. Michael parks his car and closes his eyes, taking a deep breath. He opens his eyes and sees a man staring at him.
Ah!
The man, Frank, starts to laugh. He makes a signal to Michael's window. Michael rolls it down.
You should have seen the look on your face.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
I'm Emily's husband, Frank.
Nice to meet you.
Unfortunately, she changed her mind. She doesn't want to talk to you.
Oh, really? I drove a few hours, but I totally respect her if that's what she decided.
Emily, 35, standing in the doorway of her house across the street, yells to Frank.
What's he saying?
He says he understands and respects that you don't want to talk to him.
I don't think you have to be quite so loud.
Why is he here?
Do you want me to come in?
Why are you here?
We talked about this on the phone.
I wanted to see you in person.
Well, you can see me and hear me And so can all of your neighbors.
You're not going to get very far using sass with her.
Frank, tell him he's not going to get very far using sass with me.
No, yeah, I got it. I'll leave.
All right, fine, come in.
She says he can come in.
I heard her.
Frank is taken aback.
I'm sorry. Thanks. I heard her.
Interior, Emily's house, day. Emily sits on the couch. Frank is next to her. Michael sits in a chair across from him.
You might not understand some of the stuff we're talking about, Frank.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to go? I can leave.
No, Frank, stay. I want you to hear this, and I want Michael to watch me. Watch him, hearing you hear this.
Wow. Okay, sure. This is intense.
God, why the hell do all of my exes hate me?
Do you want me to tell you why?
I mean, that was sort of rhetorical, but sure, tell me.
It's because you're selfish. You use all of your charm to try to make women feel comfortable, and then you go ahead and dump them.
I haven't dumped all of them.
Them. That's real nice.
I haven't dumped all of the women.
You're on some spiritual quest, huh?
Something like that.
How many women have you seen so far?
You're the third.
Well, you dumped me.
I can't imagine ever dumping you, babe.
Thanks, Frank.
Yeah, thank you, Frank.
The two before me, did you dump them?
I did, yeah.
Well, there you have it. Maybe you'll get to some later who you didn't dump.
But people dump other people all the time. What's the big deal?
Earth to Michael, were you even listening?
Frank, it's fine. I've got this. Were you even listening?
No, yeah, I was listening.
You used me.
I what?
Let me take you back in time to 2010. You lost your job, and I let you move in with me out of pity, and you took advantage of the situation.
What a loser.
I offered to move in with my parents.
Oh, yeah, and leave me all alone.
I was getting my MFA. I was a student.
A student not paying your half of the rent, but you had money to buy records, to improve your vinyl collection. You always had money for bullshit.
All right, I'm just going to assume that you're the one who wrote the email.
Ooh, what email?
Frank, shut up. What email?
That's why I'm going around talking to exes. Someone wrote an email saying they were going to expose my dirty little secrets.
What's your dirty little secret?
I don't know, Frank.
And I'm sorry, what is your plan for when you do find out which woman wrote this?
I didn't think that far ahead.
Sure you did. You always think far enough ahead when it's about you.
Nice burn, babe.
I guess if I met the person who wrote the email, I'd want to ask them why they wrote it and to see if there was something I could do to try to make things right.
I'm glad you said that.
Emily gets up. She returns with a piece of paper and hands it to Michael.
What's this?
That's an invoice for the rent I paid, food I bought you, and the labor from cooking for you and having sex with your disgusting ass.
$12,000? You charge $200 for every instance of intercourse?
I told her to charge $300. She went easy on you.
You said you wanted to make things right.
So you wrote the email.
So maybe it's not just about making things right, is it?
Did you write the email or not?
Hey, come on, Michael, watch your tone.
I knew it. You don't actually care about making things right. You just want to make sure that no one tries to derail your career.
Well, I mean, why would anyone want to have their career derailed?
You derailed my career.
How did I do that?
When we met, I had a roommate. I was paying for my stuff, saving money, and then we started dating, and I thought that you actually cared about a future, that you wanted to get married and have kids.
That was your assumption.
My what?
Frank is shaking his head no.
That was your assumption.
I rented a one-bedroom apartment. I told you that I wanted to get married.
Well, I didn't say that I wanted to get married back.
But you stayed.
Hey, guys, this is getting a little heated. Maybe we should...
Frank, I swear to God.
All right, you know what? I'm sorry that I didn't break up with you sooner. I'm sorry I didn't pay rent. I don't have $12,000.
That's fine. You can just give me $100 a month until you're paid up.
I don't even have an extra $50 a month.
What about 25? Do you have $25 a month?
Michael takes out his phone and types numbers into the calculator app.
That would take me almost half a century to pay off. You really want to be in touch with me for the next 40 years?
I don't want to be in touch with you for the next 40 seconds. Frank, take it from here.
Emily gets up and walks into the other room. Frank leans toward Michael.
Alrighty, what are you on? Venmo? Cash App?
Interior, Nancy's car later. Michael is driving along, talking on the phone.
And then her husband asked for my email address and sent a monthly Google Calendar reminder.
Intercut with Victoria's apartment, same time. Victor's apartment, same time. Victor's on the phone with Michael.
Well, you could afford that, right?
I can afford it, sure. I just feel like a criminal or something.
So, just to recap, you've met 3 women and you feel pretty certain that none of them wrote the email, but you've pissed them all off anyway.
Yeah, and I also pissed off Lucia.
Please do not further piss off your current girlfriend. You'll need her by your side if something actually goes down. Haven't you seen The Good Wife?
No, but Lucia's always trying to make me watch it.
I just want to say one thing right off the bat. The new season of Better Call Saul is incredible.
No spoilers.
The second thing I want to say is that I checked Tony's computer. I don't think he sent that email.
Couldn't he have just logged out of his account or closed a tab?
Yeah, but I also just think now that he didn't do it. And if he didn't do it, then this ex-girlfriend of yours who did write the email is still at large.
At large, she's not a criminal.
Criminal towards your livelihood. She's trying to hold your career hostage. Maybe it is worth it to try to find her.
Really? You've been against it this whole time.
Well, now I'm getting nervous. I mean, the fact that I know about the existence of this email, I could go down too. Look at Louis C.K.'s manager.
Dave Becky? He's doing fine.
Yeah, but you know his first and last name. I don't want to be in newspaper articles like that.
I didn't masturbate in front of women against their will.
Well, you did something. That email's about something.
I'm doing the work. I'm on my way to New Jersey. This next ex went to law school at Princeton.
I mean, this is part of the problem, right? You just keep referring to these women as this ex.
Her name is Amita. Are you happy?
I'll be happy when this book is published and it's a bestseller and neither of us are in prison.
If this all goes poorly, do you think it could affect the advance on my next book?
Anything can affect anything at this point. It's no man's land.
I need to get some sleep.
I can't sleep. I'm freaking out.
Victor hangs up. Michael's phone dings. It's Lucia.
Oh, shit.
Michael answers the call. Intercut with interior, Lucia's parents' house, night. Lucia's on the phone with Michael.
Are you almost here?
I don't even have the words to explain. I'm so sorry.
You're stuck in traffic?
Listen, the last conversation I had with my ex, it was really intense. I just totally forgot.
You forgot.
Oh, God. I was going to ask for your dad's blessing, too.
What?
To propose to you.
You don't have to do that.
Wait, do you mean that, like, I don't need his permission or you don't want me to propose?
This is really not a phone conversation.
Maybe I could ask for his blessing over the phone.
Definitely don't do that.
Because I'm asking for the blessing or because it's over the phone?
I've got to eat dinner with my parents. I can't talk about this.
Listen, this is fine. Can you just put me on speakerphone and I'll talk to your parents?
They don't want to do that.
It'll be like, did you see that Tom Hardy movie, Lock?
No, what is that?
The whole movie is just him driving and he makes all these phone calls.
Ugh, that sounds awful.
Omar, 60, walks up to Lucia.
Who are you on the phone with?
It's Michael.
Put him on speaker.
Lucia hits the speaker button on her phone.
Michael, you're on speakerphone.
Hey, Mr. Ramirez, how are you?
Doing great. Are you almost here?
Betsy, 60, walks over.
Michael, I made your favorite pork loin.
That sounds amazing, Mrs. Ramirez. I feel awful. I'm tying up a few things before my book launch on Monday.
Oh, yeah, that's very exciting.
Michael, have I ever shared some of my poetry with you?
Dad.
No, I'd love to read that. I was thinking, though, for dinner, maybe we could just put my phone on the table on speakerphone, and it could be like I'm there.
Oh.
We don't have to do that.
Yeah, no, it's just an idea.
That's fine. Yeah, we'll do that.
Betsy and Omar bring dishes to the table. They all sit down. Everyone starts serving food.
I can tell by the clanging of dishes that the meal has started.
Where are you specifically?
Well, I don't know if you know this, Mr. Ramirez, but my novel is about relationships I've had in the past.
But it's fiction, right?
Yeah, it's fiction, Mom.
Omar gets up and walks to the kitchen. He pours himself a glass of water.
It's definitely fiction, but Mr. Ramirez, you know how some of your poetry can come from a true place?
My dad got up.
Omar starts walking back.
Sorry, Michael, did you say something?
Yeah, sorry. Maybe just announce if anyone's getting up from the table.
I was just getting water.
No, it's not a big deal. Just so we all know. I lost my train of thought.
Poetry?
Yes, thanks. Mr. Ramirez, you know how your poetry can be fictional?
What do you mean?
I mean, I haven't read it, but I'm assuming it's a mix of things you've observed and then thoughts you've had.
Well, yeah, of course. What else is there?
Sorry, Mrs. Ramirez was asking me if my novel is completely fiction.
You think I don't know what a novel is?
Dad.
No, I'm sorry, Michael. That's really rude. You come into speakerphone in my house, at my dinner table, and you condescend to me?
Oh, goodness. I am so sorry, Mr. Ramirez. I was just trying to say that while everything in my novel is fiction, there are definitely some real life inspirations throughout.
Well, yeah, of course. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm really the sorry one. I just asked a question.
How did this even come up?
You asked where he was specifically.
Oh, right. Yeah, Michael, I thought we had this on the calendar for a while.
No, we did. So I'm just driving around to some of the women who were the inspiration for the book.
What do you mean?
He thought it would be good to check in with some of them.
Oh, Michael, I haven't read your book. Are you mean to these women?
Have you read his book?
I'm halfway through.
No, of course not, Mrs. Ramirez. I just sort of realized that I didn't check in with these women beforehand. There's nothing mean or nasty, but it's just a good thing to just give them a heads up.
What if you talk to them about the book and they get upset about it? I mean, couldn't you make things worse?
No, I definitely could.
Why did you have to do it so late?
You know what it was? I got really busy these past few months and I sort of lost track of time.
I thought you don't really have a job, though.
Well, I got a small advance for the next novel.
Oh, wow. That's exciting.
Betsy and Lucia start eating their food.
You know what, Michael? We're actually going to start to dig in, so maybe we should hang up.
Oh, I don't mind listening.
I sort of do. It's a little weird to have you listen to us chew. I think it's easy to get, a little self-conscious.
No, that makes sense. Great catching up with you all.
Thank you, Michael. You too.
Mr. Ramirez, please email me some of your poetry.
Yeah. Maybe.
Omar disconnects the call. Interior, Amita's apartment, night. Amita, 35, sits across from Michael. They're sipping tea.
Where did I fall on the list?
I beg your pardon?
I read your novel.
Can we please just ease into this? I've been driving all day. I'm exhausted.
I don't care.
Fine. How did you get an advance copy?
A friend of a friend works at your publisher. I'm not telling you who, and I don't want you to try to get them fired in retaliation.
I wouldn't do that. And if I really wanted to find out who it was, I could just check LinkedIn.
So how many exes have you seen before me?
You're the fourth.
What kind of order are you visiting us in?
Chronologically. I've been fortunate. Everyone said yes so far.
I almost said no.
Oh, really? Why?
I mean, what's the point?
That's fair.
No, I'm asking.
I just wanted to check in.
A lot of that stuff you wrote about me was inaccurate.
I didn't write anything about you.
You wrote about an ex who went to law school at Princeton. I went to law school at Princeton.
I'm not sure that would hold up in court.
Are we in court, asshole? I'm talking about right and wrong.
Wow, name calling? I gotta be honest, I really thought our conversation would be the smoothest.
Why did you think that?
Amicable breakup.
You abandoned me.
I abandoned you? You moved to Princeton. The town is also called Princeton, right?
I moved to Princeton to go to law school. I thought you would come with me.
Sorry, before we keep going, is the town also called Princeton?
The town is called Princeton.
If you wanted me to move, why didn't you say anything?
Did you want to move?
Not really.
Well, there you go. I mean, we dated for 2 years and I didn't even realize that you weren't serious about me until I had to go to law school.
But did you have to go out of state?
You thought I shouldn't have gone to Princeton?
I saw the value in going. I'm just saying, if you had stuck around Connecticut, maybe we could have figured things out.
What couldn't you figure out in the first 2 years that we dated?
All right, well, I guess I'll get going.
Hold on. You still haven't told me why you came here.
To catch up.
Can't catch up over the phone?
And miss out on this super fun in-person interaction.
Michael stands up. Amita stands up as well.
Wait, stop. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gotten so worked up.
I do think it's really sweet of you to come all this way.
Oh, really? That's okay.
Amita starts to move in closer.
I mean, I guess if we never were really able to communicate, maybe there's something to be said for not using our words.
Amita leans in for a kiss and Michael jumps back.
I have a girlfriend.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna propose to her.
What does she think about you driving 3 hours to visit your ex?
I didn't tell her all the specifics.
I'm telling her.
Don't tell her.
Why are you here?
Someone wrote an anonymous email threatening to cancel me, and I wanted to see if it was you.
Don't say cancel. That's not a thing.
No, I never say cancel. I was in a rush.
God, I can't believe I was going to hook up with you again. I was always so much smarter than you. I get dumb like being around you.
I think I'm pretty smart.
No, you're not. Just go, please.
I'm really sorry about this. I assume you'd be married or whatever by now.
Stop talking.
Michael runs past Amita and out the door. Interior Michael and Tony's apartment night. Michael walks in and sees Tony and Victor sitting at a kitchen table. They're wearing headphones and talking into microphones.
I think that the unisex bathroom was a real game changer.
Totally. The bathroom told us that this show is going to treat sex, friendship, and work differently than any program before or since.
What the hell is this?
Tony hits stop on a recording device.
Victor and I are starting an Ally McBeal recap podcast.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's ever done it.
Bygones.
What?
There already is an Ally McBeal recap podcast. It's called Bygones.
Well, now there are two. What's the big deal?
I'm gone for 2 days and you guys start a podcast without me?
You can be our first guest.
What about...
Oh, right. Sorry. So we told Victor's sister she could be the first guest. You're number 2.
Michael walks past them and lays down on the couch.
Are you doing okay? I thought you were staying at your parents' tonight.
I can't deal with them right now. I'll head back in the morning.
I thought you were driving your mom's car.
I'll return it in the morning.
So I guess these visits with women aren't going so great.
I just feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't tell if any of them wrote the email. Maybe they all wrote it. They got together and wrote the email, and now they're just trying to drive me out of my mind.
Michael pulls on his hair.
I mean, have you learned stuff?
Yeah, I learned that it's awful to make your exes talk to you.
That's a good lesson, right?
I need to find out who wrote this. Right, Victor?
I thought so, but you're coming off the rails a little bit.
Oh, really?
Hey, man, stop. I feel bad.
Why do you feel bad?
Victor stands up.
Tony, maybe you should take a walk.
I wrote the email.
Michael jumps off the couch and runs at Tony. Victor gets in between them.
What the hell are you talking about?
I just did it as a goof.
A goof? This has been torture for me.
I read your novel, and I've been friends with a lot of your exes.
Oh, well, I'm sorry I was nice and introduced you to them.
I felt bad for some of them. The way you wrote about them.
Who dates a writer if they don't think it's possible that some small version of you might end up in a book one day?
A lot of writers ask permission.
No, they don't. That's a fallacy. You never ask someone permission who might say no. Tell him, Victor.
I mean, it depends on the writer.
You're on his side?
I'm not on anyone's side. You just always told me that the women were fictional.
They are fictional. I removed any identifying elements.
I couldn't tell who was whom.
You know, I'm sorry you hate your life so much, you got to try to ruin mine.
I like my life. And I like you.
You have such a shitty job working for the city.
I like my job.
I'm a novelist. That's important. I'm not some loser like you.
You think I'm a loser?
Come on, guys. We're all getting a little heated.
And you?
Me?
You're supposed to have my back. Why are you starting podcasts with my treacherous, backstabbing roommate?
I didn't even know you liked Ally McBeal.
Everyone who really knows me knows that I love Ally McBeal. And the fact that you don't know that about me means that you don't really know me. I'm going to bed.
Michael starts to walk to his bedroom.
Where'd you park your mom's car?
Outside Western Beef. Is that good enough for you? Do you approve?
Sometimes people mess with stuff over there.
No one's messing with my car.
Your mom's car.
And I'll tell you another thing. I'm going to bed right now, and I better not hear a peep from you two.
I really don't want to push it, but we were just about to wrap up the pod.
Don't say pod. And if I hear one more word, if I hear a sneeze, I'm going to come out here and destroy your microphones.
Michael stares at Victor and Tony. He turns back around and heads into his bedroom, closing the door. Back into the room.
Do it! I dare you! I want you to sneeze!
Tony holds it in. Michael stares at them again and then goes back into his bedroom, closing the door. Chiron, Sunday. Interior, Michael's parents' house, morning. Michael walks into the house. He sees Lucia sitting at the kitchen table with Dave and Nancy.
What the hell is going on here?
Hey, come on, buddy. We got a guest.
No, yeah, I see that. Hello.
Neil waves. Nancy walks over.
Have my car. I was going to drive over to the Christmas tree shop.
Why are you whispering?
I didn't want Lucia to know you don't have a car.
She knows that I don't have a car. I live in New York City. No one has a car.
Jerry Seinfeld has one.
Jerry Seinfeld is wacky.
My house? You take that back.
Why didn't you guys tell me Lucia was coming over?
Are you sure you don't want to whisper that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Hey, come on, Michael. Don't yell at your parents.
Oh, we can take it.
Our therapist showed us some breathing exercises.
Dave and Nancy walk out of the room.
Aren't you going to ask me why I didn't tell you I was visiting?
I mean, sure, yeah.
I got a Facebook message last night from your ex-girlfriend, Amita.
Oh, God.
She had some critical things to say, but also a few nice things.
It feels like a bit of a violation of my privacy that she'd go ahead and reach out.
But the one thing that really stuck out is that, in her opinion, you're not always an upfront guy.
You believe that?
I agree with her. You told me you were going around visiting these women, but you didn't tell me why.
You should just tell her.
Michael looks around the corner and sees Nancy there. She gives him a thumbs up.
Mom, I'm not going to yell at you because I don't want to be known as the sort of guy who yells at his mom.
Dave pokes his head from around the corner as well.
You never yell at your mom because it's the right thing to do. But not yelling is right, I mean.
All right, get out of here, both of you.
Dave and Nancy run up the stairs. Michael turns back to Lucia.
You really need to work on that.
They started it. That's no excuse, but it's also a true statement they did.
Lucia crosses her arms.
All right, the truth is that I was visiting my exes to try to find out which one of them wrote this email saying that they were going to cancel me at my book launch. I'm paraphrasing, of course, and I don't actually think cancellation is a real thing. I'm just trying to be succinct.
What, like to intimidate them?
I can see now that it was a stupid thing to do. I still have 3 more that I'm meeting up with.
How many did you meet with so far?
Hold on. Can I just send these texts real quick?
Michael takes out his phone and sends text messages, and then he puts his phone away.
Sorry, what was I saying?
I asked how many exes you met up with.
I guess it was going to be 7 women.
Everything you say now, I feel like I can't trust you.
You know what it is too? I'm burying the lead. Tony just told me that he made up the letter. I feel like it makes sense that I might lie since it was all started with a lie, not told by me.
Yeah, but what about also you are the company you keep, right?
Definitely to an extent. I'm not responsible for Tony's behavior though. And also, before you brought up Amita, I was just about to come clean about everything.
You don't get credit for that.
Listen, I know these past few days have been crazy, but I really will never lie to you again. And I'm so sorry about the lying.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go.
Michael's phone dings.
Oh, I just got a text back from 2 of my exes. I tried to cancel, but they want to meet anyway. So, you want to take the train back together?
No, it's okay. I want some time to think.
What, to think about us?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's a little ominous. I mean, I had talked about getting married.
Yeah, I know. I'll call you later.
Lucia heads for the door. Michael calls after her.
Okay, it just seems dumb to take 2 different trains. We're going to the same city.
Lucia closes the door. Nancy shows up around the corner.
Do you want to ride to the train station, honey?
You just can't wait to get rid of me, huh?
Dave shows up from around the corner.
Probably wait to go to the train station till after Lucia leaves. We heard everything. Wow.
Exterior Bohemian Hall and Beer Garden night. Michael sits at a long table talking on the phone, sipping a club soda. Intercut with interior Victor's apartment, same time. Victor talks to Michael.
Wait, why did these last 2 women still want to meet with you?
I have no idea. I'm going to try to knock them both out back to back.
You're meeting them both tonight?
Yeah, same venue even.
That's a little risky.
I think it'll be fine. I gave myself an hour. And honestly, I kind of feel like a weight's been lifted knowing that Tony sent the email.
Yeah, man. See? You're not such a bad guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess. I better go, though. She's going to be here in a minute.
Exterior Bohemian Hall and Beer Garden later. Michael's club soda is nearly empty. He's looking at his phone. On screen, a text from Phoebe. Running 20 minutes late. Sorry. Michael drinks the rest of his club soda. There's a ding on his phone. On screen, a text from Wendy. Running 15 minutes early. I'll grab a seat.
Shit.
Exterior Bohemian Hall and Beer Garden later. Michael is still sitting at the table when he sees Phoebe 31 walking in. Michael gets up and walks over to her.
Hey, Phoebe. Hi.
Oh, hey.
Do you want a beer?
Oh, maybe in a minute. We can just sit down and talk for a bit.
Oh, sure.
Michael leads her back to his table.
What are you drinking? Vodka?
No, just water. I don't really drink alcohol.
You trying to get me drunk?
No, I just figured if you wanted a drink, I'd try to get it for you now. That's all.
Mm-hmm. So you're still living in the city, right?
I am. Yeah, I'm over in Prospect Lefferts Gardens.
Okay, nice. I have a place in Astoria and also a house upstate in Bedford.
Wow, that's nice. It sounds like you're doing really well.
I mean, you're doing great yourself. And you even got a book published?
Thanks, yeah.
All on your own.
Hmm?
Oh, well, I guess I did introduce you to Victor.
No, I met him at a party.
That I invited you to.
Oh, is this why you wanted to meet up? Sort of like remind me that you introduced me to people?
Well, first of all, you wanted to meet up with me.
I tried to cancel.
Yeah, and I thought that was a little weird. Why'd you do that?
I just sort of thought, what's the point?
Well, what was the point of scheduling in the first place?
Do you really want to get into all this?
I think if you schedule a meetup, especially with an ex, you follow through.
I think the fact that you dumped me a few times means that I don't owe you anything.
Yeah, I remember when we first started dating, you didn't know anyone. I introduced you to so many people.
You met my friends too. It wasn't just a one-way street.
Yeah, but your friends didn't matter, for lack of a better word.
You know, maybe that's the way you see the world, but I think everyone matters.
Just not your exes. If you change your mind about seeing them.
You know, you're the first one of my exes who I've met up with who actually dumped me. I thought this would be easy.
Oh, wow. So you're going on some sort of ex meetup tour?
I've said too much.
Say too much more.
I had gotten an email that was from an ex sort of suggesting that I've been a bad person and that they'd expose me, for lack of a better term. But it turned out that my friend had written it.
Wow. So you only wanted to meet up so that you could use me again?
What about all the ways that you used me?
Oh, this should be good. How did I use you?
I moved in with you.
I let you move in with me because you were complaining about your roommate so much. I felt like you were trying to make me invite you to move in.
Okay, but then once I was there, there's a value. That's a lot of value.
I did all the cooking.
I did some of the cleaning, and I'd go down on you a lot.
I feel that was more for you than me.
And then you just announced that you found a new place to live, and I had to move out.
I told you could have kept the place.
Honestly, looking back, I probably should have. It would have just been an extra $300 a month. Plus, I had to buy a new couch.
Michael looks past Phoebe and sees Wendy, 33, waving at him.
Do you want that beer now?
What? Yeah, sure.
Phoebe starts to stand up.
No, I'll get it.
Michael heads toward the entrance. He walks up to Wendy.
Hey, how are you?
I'm well. Sorry, who's that woman you're talking to?
Oh my God, I am so dumb. I actually double booked hanging out with people.
Who is that?
It's so funny. Do you remember I dated that woman before you, Phoebe?
I never met her.
Yeah, that's her. This is so rude, but do you mind sort of hanging back here? And I'll just finish up talking to her.
What are you doing? Some kind of survey of your exes?
You know what? It's better if we just start from the top in our separate conversation.
Do you have an STI or something? And you're telling all of us?
No, I don't. I mean, do you have anything like that?
No, I don't.
I don't either. I shouldn't have asked you that just now. Listen, I'm just gonna go get her this beer and talk to her for another like 2 minutes.
You really don't want me to just join you guys?
Honestly, and I know how this sounds, but she is a little upset right now.
You're definitely not supposed to call your exes crazy, and especially not when you're talking to another ex.
I didn't say crazy. Yeah, just give me 1 minute.
Michael walks away from Wendy and heads over to the bar. He talks to the bartender.
Hey, just your fastest beer. I'll pay you $20, just as fast as you can. I'm sorry for being so rude.
Michael waits a moment and then grabs the beer. He bumps into a woman on his way back. Half of the beer spills.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
Michael keeps walking and sits back down across from Phoebe. He sees Wednesday staring at him from a table across the beer garden. Phoebe looks at the beer, which is about half full.
Did you drink some of this?
No, I'm sorry, I spilled it.
You didn't want to get another one?
I mean, there's a lot of beer there. That seems like a good amount of beer.
Do you mind if I just get a full one? I'm not trying to drink too much, but I was looking forward to having a full beer. I feel like if I have half of this one, I'm gonna want another one. And then it's like I had 1.5 beers.
You could just pour out half of another beer, and then together it would be like one beer.
Michael's looking around. Wendy is still staring at him.
Are you like in a rush now?
What? No.
I'll just drink it really fast. It's fine.
Thank you.
This is sort of how I felt when we dated, though. I felt like you would kind of use me for things, and then when you were done, you just get rid of me.
You're just paranoid. That's what that is. You couldn't deal with intimacy.
I mean, that's just you calling me crazy or whatever for expressing how I felt.
What is this thing with women saying that I said they were crazy? I didn't call you crazy.
Oh, does that happen to you a lot? You don't call women crazy and then they all accuse you of calling them crazy? That would be crazy. That would be a crazy thing to do, right?
Wendy gets up and starts walking toward Phoebe and Michael.
Oh God.
What?
I'm sorry. I double booked this. You were running so late.
Phoebe turns around and sees Wendy walking toward them.
Who's that?
Wendy approaches.
Hi, Wendy. This is Phoebe. You both dated me. Phoebe was from August 2014 to October 2015. And Wendy, you were from August 2016 to October 2016.
Wow, Michael, you are always so good with dates.
Wendy shakes Phoebe's hand.
Nice to meet you.
You too. I thought he was trying to get rid of me.
Oh God, yeah. I saw him before and he asked me to hang back.
So you guys have never met, right?
No, we haven't.
Well, I explained to Phoebe, but I also want to tell you, Wendy, that the reason I wanted to meet up.
Oh my God, can I do it?
Oh yeah, totally.
He was freaking out because he thought we were trying to ruin his book launch.
Oh my God, Michael, you've been obsessed with me for years. Why would I want to be so involved in your life?
I mean, not to be a dick, but I dumped you.
No, that's true. You dumped me twice and then we kept hooking up. But then as soon as I said I didn't want to see you anymore, you started obsessively texting me.
Oh my God, really? He never reached out to me. Well, one time he yelled at me because I was hanging out with his friend and he was almost crying, saying, how come you don't want to be friends with me? And I was like, why would I?
That's so good. Yeah, he would text me about tweets I'd written saying, hey, is this about me? And I'm like, no, it's not. Hi.
Do you guys need anything else to drink or anything?
No, I'm okay.
Thanks.
Was he always making you get tested for STIs and stuff?
What? No, what is that?
Can I just interject?
No.
Okay, great.
Exterior, Astoria sidewalk later. Michael stands on the sidewalk texting. Wendy and Phoebe are hugging.
It was so great meeting you.
You too. Please text me.
They walk in opposite directions. Michael is left alone.
If you guys want to come to my book launch tomorrow, you're... okay, they're gone.
Michael's phone dings. He looks down. On screen, in response to Michael's text, hey, I don't actually need to meet up anymore. Thanks. Grace responds, that's fine. No worries. Michael stares at the text an extra beat and then he dials Grace's phone number. Intercut with Grace's apartment, night. Grace, 37, is painting her toenails. She answers the phone.
Oh, hey, Michael, what's up?
Nothing really. I figured we could just do this over the phone.
I thought you said you didn't need to get in touch after all.
I mean, I don't need to.
I just always feel like no news is good news, right?
Well, weren't you even a little curious about what I wanted?
I guess you were curious about whether I was curious, huh? Since you called.
If you don't want me to tell you why I wanted to meet up, that's fine with me, really.
How about this? You just say whatever you wanted to say, and then the conversation will be over.
Why are you being like this?
Being like what?
Okay, fine. The reason I was going to ask you to meet up is that I got an anonymous email and X was going to ruin my book launch.
What's a book launch?
Come on, you know what a book launch is. I wrote a novel.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling.
You know, since you want to do this so badly, let me just tell you the reason we broke up.
I already know why we broke up.
Is because you were going to see your mommy for your birthday and you got mad at me for inviting you to a Nets game.
I thought it would have been nice if you would have come to Connecticut with me and met my parents. Is that so awful?
We had been dating for 3 months. Why would I meet your parents?
Because we're in our 30s. It's totally normal to meet parents.
You've got to wait at least a year. Either way, that's no reason to yell at someone. You showed your true colors in that moment. I can't deal with someone who's going to yell at me about stuff that doesn't matter.
It mattered a lot to me, and worse than the Connecticut thing was the Nets thing. That's what I was upset about.
What? It's so horrible for me to offer you a free ticket to a basketball game.
I'm a Knicks fan. I can't go to a Nets game.
I had never seen you watch a Knicks game.
I don't know how that works, getting the Knicks game on the Apple TV, but if I could easily watch them, I would. I love the Knicks. The Nets suck. I hate them.
Great. Well, I'm glad I have this mental image in my head.
I'm sorry I went ahead and ended up yelling again. I guess that's why you didn't want to meet up.
So your big fear was that one of your exes was going to show up at your book premiere
Book launch.
and like cancel you, right?
Yeah, hearing it out loud now, it's pretty ridiculous to think that would happen.
When's the book launch?
It's tomorrow night.
Where?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Well, maybe I'll go.
You don't have to do that.
What, am I banned from your book thing now?
No, it's a free thing.
You're worried I'm going to make a scene to get back at you for yelling at me.
I don't think you would do that, no.
Well, then just tell me where it is.
I'd rather not.
Can I just Google it or whatever?
I don't. Maybe.
Great. Well, maybe I'll see you tomorrow then.
See you tomorrow, maybe.
And dinner cut. Interior, Michael and Tony's apartment. Night. Michael lays down on the couch. Victor and Tony are sitting at the kitchen table.
Why did you call her?
I just thought it was weird that she didn't want to meet up.
And then you sort of made sure it got weird?
You don't really think she'll go to the book launch, do you?
She might. I don't know. I'm sort of freaking out about it.
Wait, I've got it. What if you proposed to Lucia at the launch? Weren't you going to do that anyway?
I don't even know if Lucia still wants to date me. She definitely doesn't want me to propose.
That's crazy talk.
Don't say crazy. I've been getting in a lot of trouble for suggesting women are crazy without saying the word.
I know you're not supposed to call women crazy, but you can't even dance around it anymore?
That's a good thing.
Thanks, Tony. That's a great contribution to the discourse you just made there.
Don't do it, Michael. You could get canceled for the proposal.
No, listen to me. I know this stuff. I know marketing.
It's not marketing, Victor. It's my life.
I mean, you gotta market your life, right?
I'll think about it.
Chiron, Monday. Interior, Housing Works Bookstore. Night. Michael is wearing a shirt and tie. He's browsing the books. People are trickling in, taking their seats. Michael sees Omar and Betsy.
Mr. and Mrs. Ramirez, thanks so much for coming.
We're very proud of you.
This is so exciting.
Have you heard from Lucia?
Oh, yeah, she's gonna try and make it.
Can I talk to you privately for a moment, Mr. Ramirez?
Oh, you could just say it in front of both of us.
I can look away if you want.
We're in the city. I don't want my wife to get kidnapped or anything.
Right, well, I wanted to ask you if I could have your daughter's hand in marriage.
Oh, my.
Is that a good oh my?
Michael, you know we really like you. I just know that you and Lucia haven't been arguing a bit lately.
I think that's pretty normal in relationships, right?
No, yeah, it can be.
Those things happen.
But this might not be the right question to ask me.
And I'm really sorry for pushing for the clarification. I had a similar issue with Lucia. Are you saying that I shouldn't ask for your permission because you don't want to grant it, or because you think I should just ask Lucia if I want to marry her without getting your permission?
Well,
Dave and Nancy approach him.
Never seen you wear a tie.
You've seen me wear a tie. Come on, Mom.
Look very sharp, son. Just watch that tone with your mother.
Mom, Dad, Lucia's parents are right here.
I'm so sorry.
No problem at all. We were just going to grab a drink.
Omar and Betsy step away.
So are you going to propose to Lucia tonight? Is that why they're here?
Surely they're here for my book launch, Mom.
Tony said you might propose.
Michael shoots daggers at Tony across the room.
What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
I hate you.
I said I'm sorry.
Michael turns back to see Nancy intently staring at him.
So?
Can't I just enjoy my book launch?
Where is Lucia, by the way?
You were there for the fight. We got in an argument at your house.
Did she say anything about my pancakes? I thought they were pretty good that morning.
Yeah, that's all she's been talking about, actually.
There's that tone.
You had one little fight. You guys were a great couple. Did you go to her place to try to sort it out?
Mom, every time we speak, someone is walking past me who I want to say hi to, and they just see me over here with a vein in my forehead, looking not too friendly at my mom.
You know, I know you think I don't care.
I never said that. I think you care way too much.
I'm invested, okay? I want you to get married.
I tell you what, I got the ring in my pocket. I see Lucia come through that door. I'll pop the question, okay? Are you happy?
Victor slides over.
That a promise? I got my phone ready. Viral video.
Yeah, great.
Michael watches the host at the microphone, introducing him.
I'm being introduced right now. I can't hear what's being said. Can I go?
The host stops talking, and Michael runs up to the podium, talking into the microphone.
Thanks so much for that introduction.
His phone dings. Michael looks at it. On screen, text from Grace. Not coming, just thought I'd scare you. Winky face. He puts his phone away.
Sorry, I'll silence that.
Michael grabs the copy of his novel on the podium.
Thanks, everybody, for coming out. This novel is the result of a lot of years of writing, and before that, a lot of years of dating. I'm not sure what the reaction is going to be like overall. I just wanted to write down some things that felt true to me, while also being respectful towards the people that I've dated. I mean, dating is tough for everyone. Outside of the people who are just really monsters, I think we're all trying our best. I mean, men are awful, but okay, I'll just read from the beginning of my novel here.
As Michael opens the book, he looks at the entrance and sees Lucia walking inside.
Actually, I just want to say one more thing before I start.
The audience lets out a collective sigh.
I've dated a lot of women, and I think in the past, I've looked back and sort of regretted some of the things I've done and wish things had gone differently, but I'm just so happy with where my life is now that I really wouldn't take any of it back.
Lucia is standing near a bookshelf watching Michael. Michael looks to Victor, who has his cell phone out and is filming. Tony looks at Michael, shaking his head no. Michael gets down from the podium and starts walking up to Lucia. Everyone in the bookstore turns to face them. Michael takes a ring out of his pocket and gets down on one knee.
Lucia, will you marry me?
Yes.
The crowd cheers. Michael slides the ring on her finger. He kisses her and turns back to the crowd.
You know what, guys? Enjoy the book, but this is more important. I'll catch y'all later.
Michael grabs Lucia's hand and leads her out of the bookstore. People applaud and grab copies of the book. Victor uploads the video to Twitter and it immediately starts getting retweeted.
Yes.
Victor watches as the response come in. His face starts to sink.
Oh, no.
Exterior Housing Works bookstore night. Michael walks out with Lucia hand in hand. He's smiling ear to ear. He looks down and she's not holding his hand anymore. Her arms are crossed and her expression is flat.
What's going on?
What the hell was that?
We talked about this.
Yeah, we talked about this 2 days ago, and then you went on this cancellation apology tour and lied to me, and your ex reached out. I mean, I didn't even say for sure that I would come to this.
God, I'm so tired of dating. I'm so tired of always being wrong about what the connection is.
Yeah, you just tried to steamroll past our issues and post a video of your proposal. You're so out of touch. These kinds of public proposals are not in fashion anymore.
What are you talking about?
No, she's right.
Victor walks out with his phone.
Dude, you're getting ratioed to within an inch of your life.
I don't know what that means.
People are commenting about how messed up it was for you to do this public proposal. It's not fashionable anymore. I didn't know.
Lucia walks up to Victor.
It's not a matter of whether or not it's fashionable. It's about thinking about how your actions affect other people. If you want to get a woman to say yes to a proposal, then sure, you bum rush her, but pressure on her and then maybe you'll get the answer that you want. But that's not what consent is about, and it's not what being a good partner is about either.
A huge applause rings out behind them. Michael turns around to see the crowd is behind Lucia. They've left the bookstore, many of them throwing his books on the ground. Omar and Betsy walk up to Michael.
This is very disappointing, Michael. I just want to go on record and say that what I was saying, I definitely didn't think you should propose tonight.
I mean, it's easy to get on the right side of history now.
And I just wanted to say that I never liked you. I always found you smug.
Jesus.
Betsy and Omar walk away. Lucia starts to follow them.
Lucia, wait. Can't we just talk about this?
Lucia turns back to Michael.
No. And to be honest, I'm pretty sick of listening to you in general.
Lucia leaves. Victor gets a phone call.
Come on, Mark, that's way too drastic. We need to do this in a measured way. Okay. Yep. All right.
What did he say?
They're canceling the book.
It's already out.
They're pulling it back.
What about my advance on the next book?
Dead.
I can't pay my rent. This is a nightmare.
Dave and Nancy walk out. Nancy hugs Michael.
I'm so sorry, sweetie. If you need to move home, you're very welcome.
Always great to have you.
Thanks.
Michael watches everyone leave, and then he gets into the backseat of his parents' car and they drive off. Interior, Nancy's car, continuous. Michael's in the backseat when he gets a phone call from Grace. Intercut with Grace's apartment, same time.
Grace, what's up?
After we talked yesterday, I told my friend who's a book editor about what you were doing, and she thought I should write a book about my exes. Do you have time to talk this week?
I've got nothing but time. Hey, thanks so much, everybody. Great job, everybody. Thanks, everybody who watched on YouTube. That was a lot of fun. Have a great evening. Thanks. Bye.